Hi guys. So I had a dream this afternoon when I laid down for a nap, and it was a continuance from my previous dream about North Korea or China. And I know it was one or the other, but this has never happened to me before. I've never had a dream continue, especially a couple days apart. Because this last dream I had maybe 2, 3 nights ago, and then today I had this dream while I'm taking a nap. But you guys, I'm just going to share it. So my dream started out, I was visiting some friends in a bigger city, and they lived in like a high-rise apartment. And I was hungry, so I went to the refrigerator, and all they had was strawberries. So I looked out the front window. The whole front of the apartment was a big glass window. And I looked all the way down on the street, and I saw Woolworths. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but I haven't seen one of those in probably 30 years. But I just felt like they had food, so I was going to go grocery shopping. So I went down and crossed the street, and the sidewalk was just full of people. People were just walking almost like New York. It was just packed with people. I don't know what city it was, but there was just a lot of people. And then we heard a bunch of like gunshots, and everybody kind of stopped, and we waited there for a second or two, and then we didn't hear anything, so everybody just kept on walking. And then all of a sudden, this thing flies over our head in the sky like a missile. And when it exploded, it just let off a bunch of fireworks. So then everybody was just kind of laughing and going, look, look. And then the next thing was we saw these big helicopters. They looked like bombers, but I'm not sure if they were. But then it was like a Red Dawn moment. All these guys came parachuting down to the streets, and they had rifles. And as soon as they hit the ground, they started opening fire on everybody. And I didn't see it, but I heard the gunshots, and I just knew people were getting shot. And then the next thing I know is I'm walking into a restaurant, and there was a bunch of people there, and it was like I knew that like martial law had taken effect from this country, and they kind of just took over the whole United States, and they were just like marching up and down the streets, keeping everything in order, and then if you got out of line, they would kill you. And that's kind of what I felt. So then I walk out of this restaurant, and there's a lady from the United States standing in the middle of the street, and I'm standing by a soldier, and she was a female, and they exchanged some words, and they were like fighting, and the soldier took her gun. It was like a missile gun, and she tried to shoot this lady, and it missed her, and it went into the crowd and exploded. And then she did another one, and she missed that one as well. And then I yelled at her like, what are you doing? You're killing all these innocent people. And then she tried to shoot her one more time, and she almost hit her, but it went right by her arm. And then I yelled at her, and I said, don't you know that she's protected by God? She's covered in the blood of Jesus. And then the lady looked at me, and then that was kind of the end of the dream. But you guys, I've just never had a continuous dream before, and I just thought this was crazy, especially that it's been a couple days apart. But again, I'm just going to share it with you guys and get it out there, and I will talk to you later. God bless.